Oh, we're live.
Yes, we are.
Time to get professional and pay attention.
Well, it's the Nick and Zach show. We're not very. We try to keep professional, but we never succeed ever. But we do try to keep it somewhat family friendly and mind our language a little bit.
Oh, I'm screwed.
So watch
So
your mouth.
No
yeah, there's
guarantees.
children. There's children present
Eh,
in your house.
Yeah, I have one on the couch watching YouTube.
Okay, so we have here 2 copies of the exact same comic book. Okay, I got it ordered twice. That way my children can read one and not destroy all of it. Don't worry, we've got it coming from Ethan Van Sciver at Marlton, New Jersey. So one of these, and I'm not sure which. This one probably, because this one doesn't look like it was shoved in the mailbox.
They both were shoved in the mailbox.
Oh, apparently they both were shoved in the mailbox. One of them got delivered by the postmaster. The postmaster had to deliver it because we had a box go missing, and it took almost a week to find where it went, and my wife's BoxyCharm was lost because of it. But they're sending a new one. Apparently it accidentally got delivered to a neighbor's house, and they didn't read the shipper information that's right here on boxes, right? And they opened it, and they tried her makeup. They apologized and offered to pay for new. They thought it was from their sister, but I question how that... I choose to believe people because, people wouldn't lie to me. But the postmaster personally delivered one of these. So, but here we have the Team Up Ash Can. I didn't get, I'm sorry, I apologize to both you nerds, but I did not get to get the true chromium cover. They were already done selling them by the time I even found out about the book. So we don't have shiny chromium to look at. But are we ready to open this?
Si, senor.
Go for it.
Okay. Now, mind you, we have a Nick on the Nick and Zach show that is not the Nick of the Nick and Zach show, but at least we have a Nick. So I don't think I can hashtag where's Nick because we technically have a Nick. Does this count? Do you count as a Nick?
I don't know, do I?
I'm not sure. Do you count as a Nick? Does he count as a Nick, Josh?
I mean, he counts as a Nick, but is he your Nick?
I don't think he is the Nick. My wife just peeled open the other one for us, but the smell of fresh comic coming out was not enjoyed, I guess. I think they called these the Gemini mailers, actually, too. So they're actually, even though they're damaged on the outside, they actually come pretty well packaged. All the Comicsgate guys have started using these Gemini mailers because less damage, they can be left out in the rain a little bit longer and whatnot. All these Gemini mailers. So, what do we want to go after first? Do we want to go after the actual Cyberfrog blood honey? Or are we wanting to go after, like, the ash cans?
Whatever. I'm just here to look at your stuff.
You're just here to look at the stuff because you didn't have to pay for it, right?
Absolutely.
So here's the ash can. We'll take you back a few years, back to the ash cans. But we've got Cyberfrog Amphibionics with from Ethan Van Sciver, colors by Kyle Ritter, and lettered by Mike De Lapine. I don't know. Dedicated Andrea, Hunter, Kaylee, and Ava, and to each and every fan who helped Cyberfrog to wake up again. So here we've got the Amphibionics. So, all caps comics.
So
I don't know, how are you feeling about this art? Yeah, this is the one I've been waiting a year on. Almost, just shy of a year. Let's rephrase that, just shy of a year. Actually, really.
Sissy, you can
No, the paper is very thick. I actually really like it. It's not going to.
Yes.
It's not your cheap Walmart comic paper.
get it.
Looks like they use pretty bold colors too.
Yes. All that detail. That's okay. I just realized I'm completely sideways on all this too.
Yep.
That's the only way I was getting the whole thing in. Look at that detail. I'm not going to go through and review the storyline in this because I just really don't want to. I don't want to copyright strike myself or anything either, you know. But I mean, does this take you back? Take you back to the '90s?
It does look pretty good.
That's just the amphibiotics. Then we've got Cyberfrog 1998. I don't know if it's just my phone and the lighting, but do these not look like they're just glowing?
Yeah, they kind of do.
That's what I thought at first.
He put LED lights inside of the comic book, and you know that's the thing these days apparently. Yeah, and then again we've got the exact same opening page, first page, whatever you want to call it. Somebody with way more experience and freaking, you know, whatnot, say something. Give me a name for these title pages or whatever. Soy bomb.
I don't know what the name would be.
I don't know either. Look at that soy bomb. That's just funny. Oh, there you go. There you go. That'll get Nick going.
Nice.
That a cyber lizard?
It's Salamandroid, actually, which I only, honest to God, know because I've watched Ethan's show, and I knew about it when I bought it. But I mean, I only know the background that he's talked about. I haven't read any of the original Cyberfrogs.
I've never
you
heard
know,
of Cyberfrog until just a few minutes ago.
Well, good. You get something new. But look, can you tell me who that is? This is 1998, so mind you, go back to '98.
He did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It is. It actually is President Clinton because it's 1998. It's non political, but it's just a fact that he is in the book because he was president. Now, Tool. She's wearing a Tool shirt. Kid, do you feel the 90s?
90s. That's too long ago now.
Yeah. Yeah, the 90s started 30 years ago. That's fucking crazy. Excuse my language.
What's he reading here? Okay. So, you can't have Jack Daniels, right? Because that'd be advertising.
Oh yeah.
But we have Jack. What is this? Jack Shore. Jack Show. Oh, okay. There's a lot of references here to some of the Comicsgate things. Like that Starblades that the kid's reading. He's reading a Starblades comic, which, if I am correct, that is a Comicsgate comic. I'm being half stupid right now by not knowing some of these things, but we got cool little sticker.
Stickers.
This is a sticker.
It's a pretty big sticker.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we got here? We got a bookmark. Cyberfrog bookmark. Oh. Then we got some cards.
Cards of
Cyberfrog was created with living spaceship. I'm gonna butcher names. I'm not going to. No, okay, it's all the way down in here. I don't want to open the foil pack here, but I know I kind of have to, otherwise I can't see what's inside of it.
And the value just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, this one dropped just because it was open. Every autograph card features a color ink or an ultra rare gold or silver ink. All right. We ready to drop the value of this thing? Like the value hasn't even dropped yet. Are we ready to?
And
Are you cringing?
A little bit.
Are you cringing yet?
Yeah, a little bit. That nice slow open so you can reseal it later, huh?
No, not at all. There's no resealing this. All right. We got a 1 and a 2 special backer promo card. Cyberfrog, real name Trick Ron. I am butchering the hell out of these names. He's 5'6", 200 pounds, enhanced abilities. I mean, does this take you back to the 90s yet?
I don't really remember the 90s. Or at least try not to.
Yeah, I'm talking 90s comics.
I didn't have comics in the 90s.
Well, I didn't get to have them either. I came from a family that didn't have money to spend on comics. But I've bought comics from the 90s. And I saw lots of friends with comics that would bring them to school all the time. And I would never get to actually have my own. $11.9, 2 tons. First appearance, Hall of Heroes presents. And it was issue number 0. And Hall of Heroes Cyberfrog, number 1. Now, here's the best part. We haven't even got to the book yet. You guys are like, other than the commentary of there goes the value, you guys are really not being very assistive in this.
Well, it's something that's unknown to both of us, so you can't expect.
Well, yeah, I haven't read it either. I'm asking like on the art, on the
Ooh, what's that? Shiny.
do what?
What?
You said something about shiny.
Yeah, there was something shiny
On the book or in your house?
in my game.
In your game. Oh, so you're playing a game at the same time.
Yes. And you've been on the phone with me how many times? I'm not very good with just talking.
Autograph page. Somni, excuse me. Somni lettered. Like I said, I'm butchering names.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to correct you because I have no clue what those names are.
It's literally right here.
Well, it was an actual. It's a letter. The letterer's name.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
There's the. Gotta see the ship there. Got that freaking New Jersey accent to every way he talks.
Joyzy.
Yeah. Oh, here, just right there. Okay, I'm listening. Listening. I don't know. I can't speak Jersey freaking nonsense.
All right, I'm listening.
Oh,
I don't
here we
know.
go.
I never watched that documentary.
Look at that detail.
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah, this book took
Yeah.
a lot of time. And it took a while to get published too, or produced, printed. I'm going with it's worth the wait. The next one better not take as long. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't know it'll be worth the wait for more than. Oh, there you go. Freaking a nut shot in a comic book. She just need him. There's some detail for you.
So was this like a reboot
There's
of an old comic series or something?
Yeah. He was the original. Like, it's his intellectual property and everything. And yeah, he's rebooting his book. There we go. We got Bill Clinton again.
It looks pretty nifty. Something I might have to look into. And this is through all caps, you said?
Yeah, well, it's all caps comics, but it's Indiegogo funded or self-funded because they're all individualized campaigns. I don't know if there's any of these. They had some that are different. Well, I mean, just pull up the all caps or the Indiegogo for Ethan Van Sciver, and you'll see what he's got going right now and what
Well, I was
he
looking,
does
and
or
he's
doesn't.
done work on DC and Marvel comics for Green Lantern, Flash, and the new X-Men.
Yeah. He brought back Hal Jordan, and he's part of the reason Barry Allen's back.
say back or dead.
Back. Trying to
Anybody
skip
watch-
around so I don't.
Anybody watch the Crisis crossover?
I did not. I kind of it
No.
all died off for me. I just kind of gave up on a lot of the TV shows.
It's all on One Earth now. They just wrapped up Tuesday, and the Barry Allen from the Justice League movie was also in one of the crossover episodes as Barry Allen dressed as the Flash.
I
And it
heard
was
about that.
Grant Gustin and Ezra Miller talking to each other and admiring each other's suits and everything.
No, I was
Man,
pretty big into the Flash show on the CW up until one of the last seasons. I got rid of TV, so
Yeah, and then see, got the copy protected from the children. We'll never know what's in those promo cards.
Keep it that way.
I very well might, but they're that way my children can have them when one day I'm gone from this world. Like 120 years from now or something.
I don't know if I'd want to live that long.
Yeah, especially with the way the world's going now.
That was wonderful. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Did you just lose me because of this?
No.
That's fun.
What? I can
I
hear
think
you.
I lost you guys because some idiot tried calling me.
No. We still
I can
got
hear
you.
you.
Now I can't see you.
Yeah, now I just see Josh's ugly face.
At least I was brave enough to put mine on here.
Yeah, whatever.
Did we lose him? Because I can't hear him now.
I think we did.
Okay, so we took over his show.
Apparently.
Hey,
I know,
back.
because I'm having to go through my phone here, right? We ran into issue that somebody tried calling me, and yeah. So to take you back, because you were talking DC, so this Flash Iron Heights, right? This is Van Sciver.
Yep.
So I've never opened this one, but like you can see his detail when he worked for DC even. And
He's got
I
an
don't want to go.
impressive history.
Yeah, and I don't want to go too much more into the opening this because I sure don't want DC the way they have been lately. Freaking, they're trying not to hemorrhage money to copyright strike me, but yeah, that detail. So I mean, he's just improved as the years have gone on. So, but yeah, you guys kind of took over my show briefly. It's fine. It handled the spam risk. That's what my phone called it at least.
I get those calls all the time. And I just got a call yesterday from Marriott Hotels.
Oh, fun.
Like I don't think I've ever been to a Marriott hotel.
Well, I guess
why would you want to go to Marriott? Oh, I'm changing away from what I was in. So, but yeah, that's the Cyberfrog book. I mean, like I said, without going into storyline, because I haven't read it yet. I'm not reviewing on that. I'm reviewing on just strictly the art at this point. Worth almost a year for not having the anything else on it, because I mean that's an actual spine too.
I mean,
it's stapled, but it's stapled, but it's spined out. It's actually really well put together. Because the glue, if I remember right, when he was saying they had problems with the glue holding, and they popped staples in it, which solved the problem.
Don't jump on your bed, cat.
So,
but I mean, yeah, it reminds me of sitting down as a kid and watching all the old cartoons, the X-Men, the Turtles. I mean, the nostalgia. It does take you back. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it takes you back quite a bit, which isn't, it's well worth the concept. I've been waiting. I've been nervous about opening it because I didn't want to be disappointed. I've been sitting here. It's been sitting in my house. The first one came Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Tuesday. And then the other one came yesterday. So I've waited, and I was like, And then I was like, do I want to do a video unboxing this, or do I want to Instagram it? Like, did I want to come live stream this thing? I was like, I'm not. Oh, I was nervous. Because I was like, it's kind of like you've seen Fanboys, right? Like we've all seen Fanboys, and at the very end of they're getting ready to watch the Phantom Menace, and they're like, what if it sucks? They hyped it up to all this, and then what if it sucks? I've been like,
the new Star Wars sucks.
I have not seen Rise of Skywalker. Everything I've heard, they have robbed it from. They have robbed. What is it? Because Knights of the Old Republic, with the whole deal creating spaceships, and I can't remember what it was called, but they've robbed from that. They've robbed from Dark Empire 1 and 2, and the whole thing robbed Darth Cassius or Jason Solo robbed that to make Ben Solo, and just I don't know. The whole thing's a robbery.
Now, as much as I enjoyed really anything nerdy, to be honest, never seen a single Star Wars. Not once.
Now that Disney owns Star Wars, you're not missing out.
I mean, not even the old the Clone Wars.
The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian's good. The Mandalorian is good.
I've seen enough Baby Yoda memes. I mean, I feel like that's what the show's about at this point.
That's what
Baby
I get
Yoda.
from it.
Look, okay. Baby Yoda has taken over this show. To me, I'm sitting here waiting to see how they're going to use that to make up for not being able to explain things in the actual movies, because that's the way it seems. But no, it's set up like an old Western. Like, I really feel like I'm sitting down watching an old Western. And that's why I'm like, it's well laid out because it's got that old Western feel to it. So, yeah. Like, and I'm talking your Western serials. So it's like, okay, hey, here's your introduction. It's kind of fast-paced, and then it slows down just a little bit as you get all your detail, and at the end they slam you through with the fast-paced to just... And by the time you're done with it, you're like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see the next one. Yeah, I mean, you're always going to have your slight dud. They had one that it's just like, was that even worth it? Okay. Didn't make sense. And then after that, it's like, oh, hey, that wasn't too bad.
Have you checked out The Witcher that's on Netflix?
No, I'm really leery about what I watch because I have this 3-year-old who tries to watch everything. This is why I haven't seen past like season 3 of Game of Thrones. This is why I haven't seen. There's a lot of things we just. I don't get much time at home because what time I get home. So when it comes time, we try to watch things together. Now, Last Man Standing, we're watching Last Man Standing. These things, Tim Allen though is barely child appropriate, but he is child appropriate. So you get to like the Santa Claus, then he's murdering freaking people by throwing them off his roof. Then we got some issues there, but oh.
Whew. Yeah, haven't seen the Star Wars. Just finished The Mandalorian.
You did watch The Mandalorian?
Oh no, I haven't. Watched any Star. I've been thinking about starting it, but I don't know. It's Star Wars. To me, it's too late to get into.
It's worth. No, it's not too late to get into it. But I would definitely spoiler alert. Darth Vader's Anakin Skywalker. Spoiler alert again. Anakin Skywalker has kids. Spoiler alert again. Luke, who's a badass all the way up. Come the Force Awakens, you're like, okay, hey, he's gonna kind of be a badass. Then Roundhead Ryan Johnson takes over, and all of a sudden, Luke is a bitch.
Well, I say
that's child appropriate because there's no other word for it.
If I'd have started watching it when the movies were still generally new and you were used to those graphics, I feel like those old movies would be fine. But as spoiled as we are today with special effects, I feel like trying to watch the old movies, I'm gonna look
No,
at it and go, that's crappy.
surprisingly, it's not. If you sit back and you watch it, because I mean, it's not like sitting back and watching Singing in the Rain. Like you sit back, they've updated it consistently and reformatted it, and you know they everything's been so re-released. If you try to sit down and watch the original release, you might have a little bit of a struggle, but they keep. I mean, with the growth of technology, it's grown into what it is. I don't think you'd be that far off on it. Not because of graphics and whatnot.
Right. I mean, I've heard people talk about it over the years, so most of your spoiler alerts aren't spoiler alerts. My only question, though, is, and this is just curiosity, I thought Yoda was like the last of his kind. So how
They
the
never
heck's this
said.
baby
We don't
Yoda?
know. We don't even know who Yoda's kind is. We know that in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, there was Yaddle, who was like a female version of Yoda sitting on the Jedi Council, and then you never see her again. And those are the only two of that species that has never been given a defined name. But the speculation is that the baby, there's no other word for it because we don't have anything, but the
Right.
baby Yoda is possibly a clone, or it could
That's
be the
what I've
child, or could be the child of Yoda and Yaddle.
Could be.
And it's 90
We don't
years
know.
old. It's not an actual baby.
50. It's supposed to be 50 per the show. Yeah, it's 50.
I thought
But
it was 90.
But what they're implying here, now somebody do the math here. What they're implying here with the show is that at age 50, it's a slower maturity rate for the species because Yoda lived over 900 years old in the movie or the movies, okay, or in canon. Let's go with canon. That's more of a term. So if this thing's 50 years old, it has to be at the maturity level at 100 years old to be able to be training Jedi because Yoda started training Jedi at 100 years old. Now there's a possibility if it was a clone that it's actually got like because they've introduced freezing and carbonite and everything else, perhaps it never reached the maturity level it needed to because of this, that, or another thing. There's a lot of what ifs with the show.
I don't know. It might be worth it to watch.
I would say on its own, just I'm looking at Disney, Star Wars, the way I look at the difference between Marvel and DC. Marvel makes great movies. Their TV shows,
Kind of suck.
DC makes great animated movies and TV shows. Their movies are
Yeah. Not a
Okay.
DC movie fan, but
Right. Okay. So that we're on it. All right. So DC is owned by not Disney, AT&T actually now. Whereas Marvel is owned by Disney. So Disney has their own version of DC. They're kind of with the movies, but they're doing great shows. They got the Marvel movies, but the problem is they should have laid out episode 1 or what is it? Freaking 7, 8, and 9. They should have laid them out and wrote the whole thing and then said, okay, now we can have it produced. Now we can direct it. Instead of letting each director write their own.
yeah. Speaking of Game of Thrones, earlier, I still haven't watched it. I'm not even sure when the last book is supposed to release.
He still hasn't wrote the last book. He's
Whoa.
focusing on his other things, and that George R.R. Martin, he hasn't finished the book.
Does he even have anything
No.
set?
He's working on other stuff. No. See, he let the show kind of run its course and like started pocketing all those big bucks. That's pretty much what it came down to.
Yeah, so I probably should just actually watch the show and see how it ends.
Everybody hates season 8 apparently, so I'm looking forward to liking season 8.
From what I hear, season 8 got really rushed.
Everything
towards
gets
the end.
rushed. But my thing is, apparently, if you're an SJW, you're really not going to like it because the fact of women didn't rule the world at the end or something. I don't know.
Oh, God. Sorry, just the whole idea of social justice warriors. That's a conversation for a different day.
I had my child ask me if we're in World War III. I had to explain to him, no, we're not in World War III right now. We're okay. It's fine. I said, do you think the Army would let me sit here if we were in World War III? And they would be calling everybody. We would all be going to MEPS to fail out. I'm just saying, like we'd all be going to Cleveland to go. Oh, hey, guess what? We can't take you anymore. It
I
just
can't
is
go
what it
back.
is. Josh is blind in one eye.
Yep.
They're not going to take him at all.
Nope.
They told me I'm crazy, but I'm fine, so I don't know. But yeah, I got to ask that. So, I mean, and my answer is, you know what, child? The most important thing that happened right now in the last beginning of this year is Cyberfrog showed up on my door. That's all that matters. All right, we are not in World War III. My wife finally gets to look and go, that book finally showed up. Shut your mouth. Because I've been going on about it for almost a year now. Going, I want my book. I'm waiting on my book. Where's my book? He needs to finish my book. The book's been finished since July. Why is my book not here?
Yeah, no, you'll just have to actually read it and let us know how the storyline flows, since this is his own intellectual production as well, where he actually wrote the storyline.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it's from what I've seen of it, because he's emailed some pages to us as we were waiting. From what I've seen, it's actually really well put together. From what I've already seen to this point, it was well written, especially for a first writing of because I mean he did more artwork than anything. I'm already looking forward to the second one. I've been leery about waiting on this book because there has been Indiegogo scams. There has been some non-Comicsgate, but independent comics that have scammed people out of money. Kind of. All right, you're taking a risk when you're donating. It is what it is because it's a donation, but it's not. You're taking a risk. With the Comicsgate, almost everybody's seen their product, right? There's been a few issues, but those are people that have left Comicsgate or whatever. But some of these main ones, everybody's seen. But the first one I ordered was Cyberfrog. Now, how do I look at my wife and go, hey, I'm not just giving away our money to these people if I don't have a product? So I have not ordered any other whatsoever book until these showed up because I have to, I'm not going to look at her. It's not even that she said no. She would be like, it's your money, whatever. And I'd be like, it's our money. And then, don't give your money away. It's kind of is what it is. But with this, it's like, I'm not going to look at her and go, I'm ordering all these new books if I can't look and go, hey, look, we actually get books.
Right.
So.
I mean, I've heard of maybe once or twice people having problems over the years, but for the most part, it seems pretty reliable.
It just depends on who it is. There's been some of these more independent. They're like, you got to look at the history of them, and do they have a big name? Like the bigger the name, the more they have to lose if they don't hold up their end. Like Ethan Van Sciver had a lot to lose if he didn't hold up his end of the deal.
Right. But I mean, that's the chance you take with any crowdsourced project.
Right.
Of not getting what you were promised.
Right.
Or it taking
Absolutely.
forever.
Pretty much. And he's apologized. He's like, I didn't when he started doing this, he kind of had started the book, but it was when he started it. There's other people that waited over a year. Apparently we have animals climbing in windows now.
No. We have daughters climbing.
Oh, okay. We have children climbing in windows.
Get out of the window.
But yeah, so he hadn't started yet. And he's like, from now on, he's going to have the book almost done before he starts anything. So, Then you learn things with the actual publication. You know, everything's gonna have its growing pains. So.
Yeah.
Did we lose Nick?
No, I'm focused.
It's got a game going on, okay?
I'm getting my ass handed to me
What are you playing?
by Raditz of all people. The Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Oh, I wanted to check that out.
I don't have time for video games. It's kind of the thing. I've talked to Nick of the Nick and Zach show, not of the Nick and Zach show, about trying to do that, because we could once I get things set up here in the house a little bit better, we could play with some of our fans. You know, all 4 of them. We could play with them online and actually chat with them, and put it up online too. So invite some people in and let them kick my ass at freaking Call of Duty or something, because we keep putting off the concept. It's like, is it worth paying to play online? Is it this? Is it that? Well, my wife's brother finally looks and goes, no, here, play online. And so I tried this Call of Duty thing online, and I remember I really, really suck at multiplayer games. Like, badly. I can do the solo campaign thing, but not the multiplayer stuff. I suck bad.
I don't play a whole lot of video games. I got a PS4 that sits there used only to charge my phone really anymore. I mean, I bought the new Borderlands game the first day it dropped. Played for
and then never played it.
I played for like half an hour, and then I don't know where it's at now.
Yeah. What, the PlayStation or the game?
No, the game. I have no idea where it's
at.
I've got a couple English people that have been playing the Red Dead Redemption 2 online with.
My wife's been playing Elder Scrolls Elsewhere, and it's funny listening to other people try to play with us, but other than that, I don't know. I just don't have the patience for people. And then you sit there and you're like, are you a stupid little 18-year-old kid? Are we lucky and you're 18? Are you up past your bedtime? I really don't know. It's some of those. It's like, I don't. Yeah, I'm leery.
I have one game I spend time playing anymore, and that's an MMO that came out in January of 1997.
Civilization?
Tibia. Where's my phone? No, it's an old MMO called Tibia.
I see. I know nothing about these things.
Wouldn't expect.
By the way, can you hear my daughter in the background just screaming?
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah, she's back there just screaming.
What's going on, sister?
Can you tell that she's, a 3-year-old blonde? And a cheerleader at that. It doesn't really help. I now know how bad I will suffer the rest of my life at this point. She's going to be one of those who just screeches for no reason. Gets excited and screeches, and I'm going to have a migraine.
Yeah,
for eternity.
Oh, wrong one. Yeah, my 3-year-old's the same way. So don't feel bad. She's not a cheerleader though, so
we can fix that.
Not yet.
No, let's not.
He said my wife's looking at me because we're talking about our children at this point. She can't hear you guys' side. She's like, screw you. Josh says his daughter's not a cheerleader. I said, we can fix that. And he said, no. Joke, it's on him. All I have to do is tell his mom, and while he's at work, his daughter will become a cheerleader.
No. Not happening.
Oh, it will happen.
No, I don't think so.
That's okay.
Right back.
Okay. Sword of Truth series. Did you ever read any of the Sword of Truth series?
No.
Okay. Sword of Truth, that's the Terry Goodkind.
Right.
He's released 2 books this month, actually. He's doing short mini novels now because they couldn't get it produced as a whole novel, so he's writing it chaptered out. for the one, and they told him he could only write one more book for the other, and he's closing that out. I'm gonna have to get those at some point. But he did the Legend of the Seeker. His that show, that TV show, was based off of his first book, and technically his second. They robbed from all over the series, but like if you can intellectually separate the novels and the show, you're fine. If you can't, you're screwed.
Sissy, sit down. Shut up, Reese. Sorry. Daughter's climbing on the couch and my dog started to growl.
No, but no, yeah, the Nick of the Nick and Zach show, he's taking a nap because he works night shift now. So
that's the one I met over at your house the one day, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I thought so.
Not that any of us know each other outside of the internet.
About the internet.
It's not like we all live within, like 30 minutes of each other.
I don't know where this Nick, not of the Nick and Zach, is, so.
Right. I'm gonna get choppy because
the Nick of the Nick and Zach show lives like 3-4 hours away to the east now. So that Nick lives, I don't know, somewhere in somewhere in the county. I'm not trying to dox anybody, so let's just be smart. I mean, we're talking Comicsgate right now, so there's always a chance of people getting a little upset. The SJWs do not like Comicsgate. I'm not even joking.
I gotta look this up. I don't know what Comicsgate is.
It's breakaway from comics. Similar to Gamergate, but not.
What, sister?
My whole house just shook from children.
I don't know what Gamesgate is either.
Gamergate? Gamergate was a break. Yeah, Gamergate was a breakaway from like video game. I don't know. I'm not that much of a nerd anymore.
I don't know what this crap is. Screw your social.
Comicsgate was the breakaway. Comicsgate was the breakaway from like mainstream comics because they're dying. So,
well, I mean, everything has its lifespan. You can't expect stuff to live forever.
Well, I can. I can expect myself to live forever.
You could also
doesn't mean it's real, but I can expect it.
You could also live in reality instead of your own world.
I do live in reality. I know it's not going to happen. I can just, act like I'm going to live forever. Or if you believe in eternity and heaven, you can live forever that way too, because technically you'll just cease to be on this world.
So we went from
I will live forever.
Reality, huh?
No. You told me I'm not going to live forever. I'm calling you a liar, sir. You, sir, are a liar. I will live forever in some way, shape, or form.
If that is what you choose to believe.
I choose to drink my coffee.
I choose to drink my Mountain Dew.
This show took a dive once the comic was separated from it. I never, that, like I said, the crappy part is, you guys haven't read it and you're just looking at the art, but the art, and I'm not willing to do every single page, but the art and detail is on point.
It does look nice. Well, I mean, you gave us a central focal point of what to talk about. And then you threw it out the window. No. So what do you expect?
Oh, yeah, that's how it works. You throw it out the window. Like, this is the point, and then you just keep the show going after that. That's the way it works. I'm trying to bring my show back from the brink of, well, I mean, never fully came back to begin with because I can't get people to commit to doing it. Like Nick of the Nick and Zach show, who's never on the Nick and Zach show. Yeah. And then Nick, not of the Nick and Zach show, who wants to play video games and not talk comic books, which I thought was really oddball.
I mean,
See, you
I
can't even
haven't
keep
not
up
the
right
only
now.
one.
comic
Games
books
now,
since
so
the
don't
new
feel bad.
52 came out.
Do what?
I haven't picked up.
You're
a
playing
comic book
video
since
games
New
right now
52.
instead of. Wow.
I'm
You know,
still
I'm here
talking about.
I
focused.
have ADD.
I'm here focused on the conversation, sitting back, nothing but me, my couch in my hands. You know, like there's no my keyboard's all the way over there, my computer's all the way over there.
My keyboard's
I'm having
right
to use, having to use my phone because I can't find my Ethernet cable at all for my computer. So my laptop, which has no webcam, all the way on the other side of the house.
Sorry.
Well, I was saying I
Well,
haven't picked up a comic
it's
book
really
since New
slow,
52
too.
came out.
Well, I've got the damn freaking Ethernet cable somewhere here. I just don't know where it's at. I've been looking for it for 2 weeks now. Because I had the cable that it was plugged in all the way up to about 2 weeks ago, but I ran the hardwire the PlayStation into the router because it's my 100-foot cable, and I did that so my wife could play the Elder Scrolls thing, and yeah. I tried to make it faster for her, which the internet sucks around here no matter what. But
It doesn't really.
can't
make it
find the yellow
faster.
cable anywhere.
I
Children
think I got a
run
spare
off of it.
10-foot cable.
It would be nice. The worst part is that yellow cable was given to me like 2 months ago. I just never ran the 100-foot over to the stupid PlayStation.
What are you doing down there, sister?
Did we lose? What? Okay, so what's DK mean, anyways? Is he calling himself a?
That is what he
Add
chose.
two
his
letters
name
to it?
be.
No, I know he did, but
What does your DK
we-
stand for, sir?
The DK's from another game that I've been playing.
he said something about his reception cutting out, and I don't know, or that it might. I don't.
Can you hear me?
I can hear him. Can you hear him, Zach?
Not at all.
I can. He said the DK comes from another game he's been playing.
Wonder why I can't hear him.
I don't know. Do I need to leave and come back?
I have no idea. I'm not used to this StreamYard thing.
Right.
I mean, it'd be a good opportunity to say what you really think about him since he can't hear you.
That he knows of.
There, I'll try this.
No, he tagged out.
Yeah, he's closing it to try to come back in.
Okay.
Let's see. Can I do this?
What?
This one. I'm gonna screen share.
Yeah, if I go over to the other side.
No, it says I can screen share, so I can show you all.
Well, yeah, but then I have to go over and authorize your screen share, just like I got to add him in.
Oh, and say I can show you all that my video game I'm playing. You want up? All right, come here, naked butt. Ooh, get up here. Reese, knock it off, dude. Are you saying hi? Are you trying to say hi?
No, I'm trying to say bye.
Oh, you're trying to say bye?
Yeah.
Are we done?
No,
We're not talking to these people no more?
we are.
Oh, we are.
No, the best part is nobody's liked or not liked our video. We've had we still only have 4 subscribers. It's been up for 53 minutes. I'm not seeing if there's a views. Like I'm looking on my tablet, but I'm not seeing.
I don't know. I just figured if we were gonna sit here and bullshit, you guys could at least see what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, if we ever get freaking what's his face back. See, I can share my screen too.
Yes, but then when I look away from my game screen to see what you're doing, that screws me over.
I'm sure. I got stuck inside my crush locker. I saw everything. My story animated. Okay, why is that recommended at the bottom of us? But I do like the tragic story of a clone who tried to be Darth Vader's friend. Legend is right underneath on the thing for us. It's kind of funny. How to open a padlock easy.
Use the
Real
key.
doctor reacts to Grey's Anatomy. Okay, if they say so.
There's some actually pretty cool stuff on YouTube to watch. You just gotta find it.
Yeah, I can't disagree there. I mean, we had one person watching. I'm getting no report of how many people have watched. Oh, because it's not it's a current video. Okay, got it.
Well, I mean, you can't expect huge gains when you have 4 subscribers and you've only been online for an hour.
Right. Well, I mean, I can. Okay, he's backstage, is what it's saying right now. Let's see if we can find him backstage.
Ooh, a dragon
Tickle,
trail.
tickle, tickle,
You tickled.
tickle, 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 tickle.
There.
Okay, he's back. We'll remove your. Oh, so what's the DK stand for?
It's short for Demon King.
Did you hear him that
Got it.
time?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Zach has himself muted right now.
Must be a private conversation.
Probably talking about us.
What to do, what to do, what to do.
Are you being crazy, sister?
Look at my hair.
Okay,
Hey.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you hear him?
Hey. Yes, I can
Can you
hear
hear
him.
me?
No, I ran into a slight issue. I was like, okay, I hear kids whining, whatever, and then yeah, but we've been smelling something weird for a little while. Couldn't figure out what it was. Well, I just went in to go try to figure out why kids were whining, and I also, in the process, found out, one, it was a complete waste of my time. Children are just whining. But this giant freaking lion, right? Hold on, I'll show you. This giant freaking lion. I mean, like, giant lion. Its mane was shoved up right against a baseboard heater. So apparently the kids are trying to set my house on fire.
Idiot's trying to set the house on fire. That doesn't feel better.
So, yeah. Needless to say, I'm not too thrilled.
Yeah, sucks when that happens.
Children. It reminds me of when I was a kid, though. I was trying to read a book, and I climbed under my bed because, you know, we'd store things under your bed, but you pull it away from the wall just enough so you could slide down in there and you could do things at night when you're supposed to be sleeping. Yeah, like finish reading books that your parents wouldn't let you actually take the time to read because they thought you need to go to bed too soon. So I had one of these. You remember those snake lights, those like spiral lights that you could straighten out into a long freaking thing, and then like you. Well, this was a Taz, like Looney Tunes Taz, right?
Okay.
Well, I had it under there, but you keep it real low to the ground so the light wouldn't be visible, right, from outside your room. Yeah, so I almost set the house on fire because those bulbs get really fucking hot, and it was like this far with the big metal, shade with the plastic over it, so it has little vent slots, but it's not made to be, less than an inch from the carpet.
You want down?
Can you guess how I got caught?
Actually, you stay here right
The
now.
house started to smell.
Yeah, across the house.
Okay, watch your